It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Throwing right away is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Daniels. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. A nice little juke, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Goff. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. trucks over him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. From the 50, it's gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Williams being motion left. Off play action. Here's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. In motion goes Patrick. Now it's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They go play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Robinson up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Lions offense set to take over. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Goff throwing again. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down, Lions.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 27-yard attempt here. Bates' kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jameson Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and 5. Now Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Daniels looking to throw. Quick slant to Crowder. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He stiff arms him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
St. Brown in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete here.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Here's Daniels. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Unable to corral him, he fights through, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 38 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Off the play fake, Daniels. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
To the air goes Daniels. And it's caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point, so it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 17-16, 43 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now it's Goff. Oh, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Brooks. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.